comfortable on either side here.
Let's find out who finds that comfort first. Loud going to start on the defending side, DRX on the attack. And a lot to be proven for both of these sides.
Actually, a slow probe towards A, but very quickly DRX in a position here to potentially pressure towards 2Es on Mound. Does have a second teammate behind him, less shoulder in that same corner, but they're setting up for this here, Lauren.
Yeah, but also look at the progress on the other side of the map as well. 2Es is taking a lot of this strain here, has to finally rescind, fall away, see a little deeper towards C. He's got the cavalry on the way from A. But can they bear the brunt of DRX going towards his side? Yes, they can. Lex connects first, and a follow-up. He's still laying down the fire. DRX, a mold. 4 still standing for Loud, and it's going to be inevitable, sure. If it is going to be that adjustment, does it come through early on? Rinse and repeat, at least towards the C site. Once again, 2Es posted up, got that Bulldog in hand, and DRX going to take their time. Again, you look at this purchase, it's just that Sheriff for RB.
I'm going to switch up being a Sadak, who's going to be reinforcing 2Es over here. Adjustment of the Killjoy utility towards B. Sees any actions. A couple of members of DRX creeping towards the site with the spike. Less primed to maybe clean up once again here.
There.
Could be fantastic ult progress for him, but again, he does only have that Ghost, so it could be a little bit trickier. And the support system a little far away as well.
Some of the utility removed already as well, so he has to reposition. Create some resistance on the way in here for DRX.
Fortunately for him, Aspas does makes it over. Draws the attention, and there comes the blow. Swift enough, but it is mostly less farming up. This guy, nasty so far. Stacks with an opportunity, and a belting shot. Takes down Cowanty. He's got 40 seconds. He's got the spike, and he's got a 1v2.
77 HP, and the upgrade here to the SMG. A little bit of space, but Sadak, can he slip past?
Timing. Oh, he's going to go back. He wants a bit more. Stacks feeling ferocious. But he needs a plant. He needs that time on his side. He's found out how far away they are, so he's going to be able to judge this well enough. Plant going to come down. 9 seconds on the horn, so he's going to get that up soon enough, but the reposition is everything.
Be given a bit of space to work with here as well. Spectre could do wonders in these close quarters, Lauren.
It certainly could, but now opting for it. First bit of utility committed towards the site. The shot comes in as well. Sadak on the cross, but he's going to find a fair fight. Spots the gate, but he has to close in right now. Has to deny! Sadak!
There. But Sadak with a beautiful adjustment.
But again, it starts with this, right? Less is
Another
really
3K for less.
clean. That ult's on, knocking on the door now. That's going to be something lovely to keep in the pocket. There's the shot. Everyone else kind of sticking on a little less. That's perfectly fine. First buy going to come in for DRX in this bonus for Loud. Let's see what they can achieve with it. For DRX, you want this clean. Yes, some contested rounds, but it has to be more than that.
Big exchange of utility here, but nothing really garnered on either side. Loud will be able to restart after that. Actually, a preemptive rotation here. Expecting DRX to maybe thread the needle towards another site.
I love that Loud are matching this.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing the
very early on
moves. Beautiful.
Sadak hasn't really had any information in terms of audio cues across this side of the map. But already 2 teammates ahead of this. Usually expecting a Viper in that situation just to slow down the hit a little bit.
Maybe a double fight coming back in. DRX seem a little unsure of that final destination, but allowing RB to work a touch further. Going to remove some of the util, force a little bit of Loud to commit. But this then falls towards 2Es. Does have a Bulldog. Deciding off the back of just maybe a pixel out of place, he's going to fall back, invest the smoke, and call for some support. Already Cowanty going to be the first to receive that call. Pain Shell, and this has to be commitment. 25 seconds, they've got to make a go of it towards C now. 2Es noted, Buzz gets away, fortunately, with his life there. And Loud going to respect this.
Yeah, retreating towards making sure they have an even 5v5 for this retake. Finally, Plant comes through. Not much in the form of utility. I mean, I'm seeing a Snakebite, a Prowler here for DRX. It's only tools that they have really to slow things down, try and hold on to the site.
Yeah, but explosive retake could be deadly. Loud going to draw blood first. Take down Buzz and then look towards the site. Marco's in a little bit of trouble, has to fall away from the corner, goes for the double dip, tries to take the fight, loses. Loud on the way back through, and DRX are crumbling. There's problems here. Zest and RB, desperate to hold on. Zest with greatness, but he needs more.
In that situation, they're happy to sit back. Let's keep 5 up. We know that we have the utility advantage this late on in the round after what's happened elsewhere. I mean, Zest nearly.
What an attempt.
Nearly lining up in hand. Nightfall available here for Stacks as well. Loud consistently winning out with this rubble pressure early on.
so much of a priority put towards that. The amount of utility dump just to control that early space is essential to the outcome. Again, they can just post up 2Es, leave him there very isolated, but they can cheat the additional player towards C.
Let's try and cycle those one ways, and it does put Loud in a position to put 2 members towards either site elsewhere on the map. DRX probing once again. A very slow early round for them this time around. Not much in the form of information garnered, though. And now, looks like 2Es will be tested on this side.
Trying to prop up his chest a little bit, seem intimidating, but he does need to respect
The timing's
this.
perfect. Yeah, timing's perfect for him. Able to drift away. Does have the paranoia still, but 9 seconds away from a smoke. Has to rely on the space that's between them right now. Cowanzine does have a chance to actually pivot through. Maybe find a backstab here.
Buzz seems very aware of this, though. Still going to try and keep a check on it. 2Es has been noted now. And there's the first. Cowanzine! Clean as hell. Sprays! Sprays! And this time someone answers. Loud gifted the perfect hold on that. Stunning first 2, but man, the stars aligned for the follow-ups. And RB looking irrelevant to the round. 10 seconds. It's dead time.
10 seconds left.
I mean, Loud are absolutely tearing away with this game.
Yeah, locked out so far, DRX. Unable to really have a say in these Cowanzine on the hunt for the ace, actually. DRX, because this slow drift in the early round is not suiting them at all. This is just ridiculous. Paranoia lands, and Mouse 1 and Prey. A little concerning here for DRX early on.
And here's the first real fight towards this. We saw the amount of utility invested before from Loud, but this time
going in.
There's bodies behind this, but 2Es is still up to the challenge, up to the fight. Aspas by his side. Stack's the only one to draw blood so far for DRX in this round. 2Es falls. And now we're starting to see a little bit of a fight back from DRX, digging their heels in here, trying to tame Loud just a little. Less and Sadak, the last two alive, the least noting less here. But where is that final player?
Noting the slower pace not working for... Hang on, RB's got all the way into the backlines here. Sadak, none the wiser to the possibility.
He needed to hit that, and now he's in so much trouble. Heartbreak for him.
Bought enough time, though. The Viper's Pit is down on site, spike planted. Stax does have his ultimate as well, but Lockdown invested from less.
Does Stax go walking, or does he respect this? Falls away.
When they have a chance, I mean, they have a little bit of safety to play outside. And a chance actually for Zest to get back inside his pit as well.
There it is. That's the best that they could achieve here now. Loud going to get towards that spike. The first tap made. Zest looking for the challenge. Not going to find a target just yet. The spray's perfect though. Zest going to connect straight through the pit. And now all down to Sadak, and 1 HP just simply ain't going to be enough. He knows this one's done, and DRX finally putting their name on the...
At least come out swinging in this round and rewarded for it, because Loud, a couple of times here, you're thinking, are they going to peel away from this? Are they going to retreat? But they commit actually a third player. 2Es and Aspas. Sack's still sitting on the Nightfall as well, but one off the lockdown for RB, and potentially within touching distance of the showstopper as well for Buzz.
And it looks like that Nightfall's coming through here. Now, I don't think it's going to catch anyone.
Yeah.
So that should be at least the green light to get towards the site. Now, you can see Sadak trying to backfill this stall out a little bit as well, make this harder work for DRX. Unable to make the most of all those seconds they bought with that Nightfall. Less going to respect it and fall away. But Sadak still standing, does go down. DRX claim the site, get the plant, and should be able to kind of defend this pretty well.
Looking at a lot more coordination on the way in here as well.
Yep.
Marco does find Cowanzine there. Aspas was considering making something work through the door, but now has to peel away. Regroup towards 2Es here. DRX digging their heels in on site. Stacks will catch actually half of that paint shell, force him out of position. 2Es will find it.
It's down to 3. Buzz still waiting. First one. He's going to let... No, he doesn't let them pass. Strikes him back down. Stunning! Stunning!
Utility forcing the player out. 2 members of DRX then chase down the other member on site here. That was actually after the Nightfall connects to nothing. Sadak tries to get ahead of it, claw their way back into this early deficit. 2 key ultimates I was mentioning previously, Showstopper and Lockdown, now available for DRX.
Not going to note the players postured up here. That's 3 of them. You can see the intent. They're trying to make the most of this, pressure them down. Aspas going to close the gap. He's trying to. Buzz makes a move, but he can't get away. Mid-air blown up, brought back down to earth.
I think Buzz actually popped his Showstopper as well there, so...
Wasn't sure if that was the... Ooh.
I believe he did. We'll obviously get a chance to look after this, but Sadak now trying to slow things down. Feeling a ton of pressure, though, towards A site. Nobody from DRX showing their hand just yet.
Yeah, they paused for just a second. See if they can note where Sadak's repositioned to. Zest going to make the cross and actually takes down Tui's with him. There's still Sadak on the back of the site, though. Still a problem to be had. Cowanzine going to note 2 players. Marco trying to get out of there, and Stacks, similar positions. Trying to fall away, give up the site. The barrel noted as 4 of the players now from Loud start making the way back through. This is so contested. Look at all this utility invested here. Stacks going to be the first challenge. He succeeds, takes down Sadak, but Aspas might be following. Oh, he follows him to the grave. DRX holding this. It's Cowanzine and Les. With all that investment, all those ults, not going to make much of this just yet. Les is going to find Zest, but still, look at these deep positions from DRX. Hard to dig them out from here. And it looks like Loud. They might be falling away from this.
Sax will force Les off the angle as well. Cowanzine, we forced to save, and the crack's starting to show in the finances here with that early lead from Loud. DRX bringing him way more coordinated now.
Absolutely.
That's even after conceding. There was a very quick decision made on the back of Buzz falling, who actually did pop the showstopper. I'm not sure if I actually missed the voice line there, but
yeah,
it was.
And sort of deal here. Let's see. Is that pace change? Is there going to be further exploration from Loud here? Do they commit even deeper on this? What are the adjustments now? Complementing their ability to kind of match move for move. What DRX were doing initially. The rotations were perfect this time around. And see if DRX are going to maybe test the waters here. Try and feel out what Loud have come up with after that timeout.
Fairly similar to previous, to be honest. 2E's posted up deep. He'll cycle through the smokes here. Zest will actually spot him. Curious if we do see a preemptive rotation come out Loud on the back of that. So it should clear out towards back rubble. It does indeed. Cowanzine across here, and DRX looking to actually take this space away from Loud. Maybe reading that there is a couple more players.
Placing swarm grenade.
Or if they're still actually anticipating Sadak being over towards Tree. Maybe that is the read from DRX.
Yeah, and they're having to go through quite a deep protocol list here for DRX, checking on all of these possibilities for Loud, but
30
as it stands, we can see the creep towards the site, right? They're right on that cusp of A, but Loud sitting just that bit deeper as well, not giving away too much this time. 20 seconds, they've run the clock low, but Buzz going to try and break in. Tui's will be the first test, but it's going to be the paranoia landing perfectly, the double swing. Still going to take down one though. Aspas does need to fall away. Does he get out with his life? Yes! Outstanding movement. 10 seconds now, the plant needs to come through. DRX going to commit towards this here. 4 players standing by from Loud, ready to pounce on the way back in.
Coming back.
There's a ton of spam coming through. The smoke there, Marco. Rewarded there. Aspas will fall.
And Cowanzine noted, Marco's got more to do, and he's willing to do it. Smoke goes up, gives him another fight. DRX coming alive. Perfect work from
DRX. 4 rounds unanswered, looking firmly in control the home stretch of this first half on Lotus. Beautiful work from Marco here.
Patch, so that's 4 now back-to-back. The timeout not working for him, right? Like, that's the biggest problem here. And again, the early challenge, the early investment. Loud want to brawl, and right now they're losing. The TP taken. Tui's does find a connection, but it's not without a trade. DRX stand with a man up to the good against the 3. Aspas, Sadak, and Les now.
He's being spiked, not committed here, and look at the space that RB is potentially going to find on the other side of the map. You want to see Sadak has repositioned, so C-side going to be wide open unless Les.
Recalling my bot.
He's going to be able to get within earshot. I don't think he will ahead of this. The pings come through on the minimap, but it's a wide open side for DRX here, Lauren.
Yeah, and RB not going to be able to get through completely unscathed, but the TP is going to allow for the plant to come in anyway for Marco, so not really hindering too much as Loud weren't able to get back in on time. And the 4v3 in this situation isn't pretty. They still don't have the best buy it.
No.
You know,
you retake him with a Bucky and a Guardian.
Yeah, this is not looking likely for them, but maybe Les can create that first step, right? They need someone to get that first player down. Sadak going to clear close, make it uncomfortable for the players close towards that ramp side. Maybe isolate RB a little bit, draw in a player. They need some kills to come through. Sadak's going to find one, but they need a whole lot more, and they need it fast. RB in danger. What? The double take! And he does get taken down, and now Aspas in a 1v2, but time is ticking. He's running low of it, one of the world's greats, but right now I don't think he can change anything. Has to fall away, has to respect the DRX once again. striding through this game, taking the lead.
To dig their heels in, fight for that space when DRX do decide to follow through in the early round, but in the purchase not without really. Albie's absolutely convinced.
This is huge round for Loud. This is where being held on 4 is going to be brutal for them. Aspas going to get aggressive though, take all this space away. Commitment behind it, but this is not the same sort of brawl, right? We've shown that DRX, well, they've shown that they're willing to take a fight on that side if they have to. Right now, that's not the case. So a different look coming out here this round.
So not able to remove the alarm bot here. Kawanzin still guarding B site. A second member posted up deep though, towards Rubble, alongside 2Es. Maybe a little bit of a curveball. Aspas going to try and give him some support. Again, with the information reads, I guess here, this might catch DRX off guard.
Certainly could. That additional body is curious and not noted this time around. So Aspas going to be played in. He's going to be good for one, but it's traded out. So Zest's going to quickly deal with that additional threat.
It doesn't really suit in that sort of situation, though. DRX haven't been able to find any space elsewhere. Sanak still holding on to C-site. Kawanzin, see a well-timed prowler here to fish out the presence of RB. The 2Es has to respect this now. Now have the information.
Oh, look at this. Look at this ruse, though.
Beautiful bait.
Look at this fake coming out in front of you. 3 of them falling for a hook, line, and sinker. They have to respect it, right? The ult just came through, but the plant's going to be on B. DRX giving themselves just that slice of time. Spike now down. Nice little after plant too. For these 4 players, they've got a lot of kit to play with. Still some utility here. Kawanzin, one of those main players here. Stack's going to dip his head back in. Doesn't want to get revealed just yet. The ult going to be invested, but no one noted. And now this is when it all gets a little bit chaotic, a little bit wild. Sadak going to deny Marco. Drop down spotted. Stacks with a belter. Takes down one. Zest on the follow-up, leaving less than Sadak with so much in front of them. And so little time again to navigate through this.
Variable removed.
Takes down one. Not going to get the follow-up. It's all on to Sadak and a 1v2, and RB ain't playing his game. He wants none of what he's selling. Time to back away again, but Stacks is on the hunt. Denied. Oh, this is looking brutal for Loud.
Deeper into a very, very confined spike site here, but it's so well timed. Forces Sadak back. He obviously eats that decay as well at the same time. Great conversion from DRX here.
Frustration on Aspas
Yeah.
early. That to me is a little bit question mark. We'll come back to that in a bit. For now, they have to come back in with a broken buy.
Poison orb emitting.
The Phantom on Sadak, and then you got what Bulldog coming out for Aspas. Guardians, odds and ends. It ain't pretty for Loud on this purchase, and they haven't found an answer here. DRX have taken this game completely in hand. One away from Buzz's ult here. Could be played through. 2 for Aspas.
I love this as well now.
less.
It's just a slow contact into A. Now we're going to have no information, or at least early indicators of presence. Sadak
Placing swarm grenade.
we spotted on the other side, but it's only RB, so not necessarily a cause for concern in terms of
I have the spike.
rotations here.
Even with all of this great contact play, it could be a burst, yes. But the problem is there's still 3 players for Loud
Exactly,
here,
yeah.
right? So it's like, even without noting this necessarily, you've got the double stack towards Tree and 1 towards CT up top. Prowler's going to note it. Stack tries to identify it, close in. 2Es gets found, but the trade is there. So it's going to be Kawanzin connecting towards Stacks, but then look towards the side. DRX going to be taking through this. Aspas holding the line. 47 HP, can't do anymore. Zest takes him down. The site should be there. There's a plant, maybe, but less. I'm telling you to think again. He's still got that lockdown. Sadak on the way as well. Has to find Marco and RB.
Toxins going up.
Smoke in play. They can't quite make through this unless Sadak wants to risk it.
Load of time to play with, though. Marco puts Sadak down. It's just less to try and recover this now, Lauren.
He's got the rifle. He's got what he needs. Maybe a chance here. Noting the first on Marco, but has still no true idea of where RB is really residing. And the time's running low. No one on DRX is going to give him a chance. They're going to play disciplined here. Half would be ideal, and he ain't even going to get that. DRX!
Just non-stop. In absolute control, dictating everything across the map here in my eyes. On this attacking side, Loud don't really have an answer to that.
No, it hasn't.
And on the other side, a showstopper, a Viper's Pit. So big tools in terms of getting onto site and creating Solid post-plant hold.
But they feel out this presence so early on C. As soon as they feel that fight on towards Mound, they've instantly pivoted away from that, straight towards A, maybe trying to exploit that solo player. Now, yes, we did see that Les was kind of sticking around this side, but it is mostly Sadak. And Buzz, disrespecting all that utility, going to take the site with the ult. Post it, doesn't find much for it, that's fine. He's taken the site, he's allowed all that space to be made. A quick plant, and now this is where it gets deadly though. Look at these ults coming in. Aspas goes for himself. Can he find anyone? Yes, takes down Zest.
It's a pit down as well.
But DRX still going to be standing on the side itself. Aspas clearing on through. It's a one-man show so far. And Buzz, can he deny it? Yes, takes down Aspas, the opposing number. Paint shell popped. Going to be posted towards back of site, but Quarantine clears him. Lockdown in play. They have to respect it. Two still standing, and Stax is one of them. On towards the spike. You got to look towards it. RB trying to buy the time. Lester's taking down Stax. It's all on RB. Ooh, a little close there. A little close, but Loud going to break the trend, get themselves up towards 5 and make this half.
Position after the lockdown comes through. But great decision making here from Loud. Flooding the site so early on. And again, actually removing the Viper stuff, a comfortable start here, being the driving force for Loud. So at least recoup this initial 2-round deficit. Hang on. I even kick things off with the pistol round nice and early, but 3 members of DRX here.
Ooh, the paranoia. Are they going to commit behind this? Okay.
Cancelled each other
Back
out,
and
yeah.
forth. And almost mirrored, if you're looking at how they're approaching this to an extent. But Sadak's gotten pretty deep here. Now, it looks like the awareness is there. You're already going to see
Stax has picked up the slack.
Yeah, there it is. So noting the players, very, very good kind of heads-up work here, keeping track on the map. We've got to find that final port of call for Loud.
Sadak got to be careful here. It does have some reinforcements coming through now. DRX maybe, I guess, getting into position to force him out of that position, but now that Loud are ahead of the Viper wall.
There's no subtlety to this
Yeah,
fight.
exactly,
They're
yeah.
all here. There's 4 players, and Buzz wants in. Loud ready and waiting, though, in that smoke, and Loud hold them back. Not going to make that impact they wanted. Zest and Buzz go down. Marco, I mean, falls to his fate, really, if anything, there, leaving it really in the hands of just Stax and RB. Holding off from the plant for a second, trying to identify these final players. Not going to get it. RB, last one. Not bad. 25 seconds now. Show me more. This would be magnificent. HP is a little low, and that shot was clean. 16 HP ain't much. There's a lot of Loud
Buzz
players.
initially with a frenzy, there's jumping inside the Omen smoke to try and find something, and then there's a further 2 investments in terms of putting bodies on. I don't know what Mako's thinking's going to happen there with all 4 members of Loud staring. I don't know, do they think it wasn't as heavily invested from Loud?
Yeah, I don't know if they thought there was not many people. I don't know. That felt like a bit of a misread from DRX, if I'm honest. But for Loud, it's an opportunity, a gateway back into this game after having that tear against them. The purchase here, Aspas straight on towards that Vandal. And early progress being made on the other side of the map. There is utility here, so it will be identified. So now attention's drawn. It's going to be Sadak who's going to be put to the test early on, if anyone. No one pushing further than this. But you can see the rest of them all coming back around. Buzz got to be careful. But this round is classics. It's 1 Sheriff on RB. And that's about it. So by all rights, Loud should be comfortable here. Unless they make some real errors.
Yeah, Buzz, I think we could really have a say in this. It's a little bit of a pump here, but DRX has got 3 people behind this wall ready for it to drop. Ain't sure invested now.
I don't like them leaving it late.
No. RB's got a Sheriff as well.
And
so
he's heard all these steps. RB, show me it. Oh.
30 seconds left.
Well, play or not, I don't know if they can beat the utility. Actually, they are beating the utility. They're here super early. If they can deny this palm, they'll make it tricky on the cross, but it's down to Classics, who need a lot to go right for them, and Aspas doesn't want any of that. Wants this kept in hand, kept in check. Zest's going to do a little bit of damage, but not enough to
first
right.
half as well.
Here we go. Let's see it. Who comes out standing? Buzz goes straight in. It hasn't been a great first half for him, but maybe this time he can come alive. Going to find the first and Stacks with a follow-up. This is DRX tearing Loud limb from limb. Just Aspas alive, and he's down so low. 25 HP and maybe a dream. He's got 2 more to find, and they're sitting pretty, and they're both on the flank. He's yet to even consider this.
I don't think he's going to either.
Let's
see
see.
the spike.
He's got a chance. Oh my God, he almost had a damn good chance.
To do so. 4 rifles sacrificed there. Beautiful utility invested behind Rubble. I mean, you can see the Nano Swarm as well, just on top of that. Tucked into the back corner. I think we're going for Aspas here, though.
Oh, it's going to be the same again, rinse and repeat, but this time more behind it. Buzz this time not going to have the perfect start. It's going to be 2Es. Takes him down there, isolated. Paranoia to follow, and they want to make the most of it, but they can't quite catch him. TP's away towards the site, and Marco going to try and play safe. Loud just picking up that pace, shifting gear. They're at 120. The round's barely started, and they're halfway towards the site. That's a little audacious to try and take towards 3, but Marco's in a world of trouble. Found. Aspas puts him down. And the 3 remainders, they're out.
Save it, yeah.
They're out.
Zest has got a judge, but this one's locked in for Loud. This is the sort of confidence as well when they feel out that DRX are happy to fight for rubble here. Next round, happy to just balls to the wall, go back there, engage, and almost set the precedent here that, yeah, we're not going to give this up for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, attacking Odin, she said, a little audacious, but pressure created.
Yes, the classic pressure play, let's call it. No, I mean, this is a nice little response, right? It's kind of Loud showing who they are, a little bit of that personality, almost bullish in approach, almost too stubborn to ever fall away from these sort of looks. Now, for DRX, this will be certainly a little bit of a reminder, a little bit of a wake-up call as they're going clearing. And keeping hold of these weapons would have been lovely.
Put him in a position to be the hero in this round. Spam comes through from Sadak. No connection on the other side. Actually, the door opening will force Dest away. Pretty sure they would have heard that retreat, though.
Yeah.
Looking towards maybe getting the Viper's bit available for a post plant here.
Looking how far Aspas has already cleared through this with no resilience. There's nothing on the other side. It's quite indicative, right? It's either maybe a stack somewhere, maybe they're looking for something else. They would have responded to this already, but you're going to have that Viper's Pit on. You were noting it earlier, it's absolutely what Sadak wanted to do, and Aspas, not respecting this by any means, going to head on in. Note no one on that way for the first couple of steps of Paranoia is so good. It allows him to stick around just that bit longer, and look at Sadak and Aspas mauling them here, and Marco, last one alive, he did have that rifle, but he's so far away. He's not really going to get much of a chance. A 1v5? Don't think so.
No. Big gap to close if he even wants to make a go with this or do some damage. Aspas will give it up to him.
Cover going out.
This looks like he wants to challenge too, but
we're back in the lead. Solid attempt. Now, fortunately for DRX going forward, they will be able to get that full purchase in. They do have, I think, Buzz on all.
So we Loud on double digits. If they concede another, showstopper available for Buzz. One away from the lockdown as well. A slower approach here. Nobody from DRX giving themselves away other than the Greenbot coming out from Buzz. Nearly actually swinging onto the angle, but trying to commit to the engagement.
Oh, that was messy from both sides, really. Buzz going to lose his life for it. Not worth it by any means.
Especially considering the ultimate being available. Great plant denier. You could argue a great counter towards the Viper's Pit and a post plant as well. A little bit of a slip up there from DRX. Space found elsewhere from Less as well. Now identify that should be the weaker side of this defensive formation, and the confirmation will come through.
He's in so much danger. 60 HP, tries to play it forward. Actually not a bad idea. Might give himself a chance, an opportunity. One got away towards site though, but they've been picked up. Aspas gets found! RB! This is brilliant! Bold play from RB to push further ahead. Not fall away from that nightfall. Not be afraid of that night. And stand and hold the side itself. Sadak and Less, you got 30 seconds and 4 to get through. The spike is on the other side of that entrance. So this is now almost impossible, near on improbable. They need a freebie, and it doesn't look like DRX want to give them that.
With the spike in a position ahead of the smoke, able to seal the deal here, but heroics from RB. I'd love to see if there was a Prowler sent as well on the back of that Nightfall, because it's the perfect play.
Yeah.
RB gets ahead, still capitalizes on decay from this poison orb in the choke point. And that just weren't expecting it at all.
Scenes at all. Let's watch this back again. Just stunning work from him, and yeah, I don't see the Prowler coming through. Maybe
I don't know if it was a little earlier than this.
Yeah.
Obviously, at least a cushion, one-round cushion in terms of the economy here.
Buzz trying to thread the needle a little, but there's no one to challenge, right? They're going to leave. Who is it? Posted up Marco towards that A site and instantaneously hit the rotation button.
All three of them.
That's a lot of faith.
Yeah, it is. Curious here of whether or not Les is the one to try and make something happen towards B. Loud considering both sides of the map. No confirmation with the Prowler. But with Marco's deep position, they can commit to this.
Yeah.
Especially now with the utility being dealt with.
50 seconds now.
Zest has still got a snake bite to slow this down as well, Lauren.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit worrying. Time-wise, you're looking at 3 bodies on this side. Here's the go-up. Should be the green light. The go signal. Aspas can be the first one forward. The others will be isolated. Can't quite make it through. TP now taken for 2Es. Aspas wants to try and control towards CT. There's that Viper's Pit we saw sitting in Sadak's hands.
But Lockdown and Showstopper for the retake here. Loud have to make a decision on how they want to play this. Spike will go down now. They can't find the Lockdown.
No preemptive lockdown.
The
They have
C's
to
just
evacuate.
caught 2 of them.
They've got to run away. They've got to try and escape from this one. And you can see them detained here. This is an issue. Buzz going hunting. Oh, they're all so vulnerable. It's a slaughter. They are so unaware of what was going to happen. Wait, hold on.
Keeper to try and remove the
Look at
lockdown.
this.
That is absolutely crazy.
I keep just waiting for a bated
Wait, there's
breath
3
now.
members of DRX here.
Are they going to fight for this? You can already see the creep through. The Haunt's a problem. Okay, has to reveal the position there. Buzz needs to respect this.
That's enough of a deterrent.
Yeah. They're running fast. Is it just from the progress of Sadak as well, I guess? Maybe the coupling of 2 elements, right? Noting that player, and then you've already got Sadak taking a lot of space here. Okay, Zest is going to hit that panic button. He needs some support here, and quite quickly. They're already at the door, and still above a minute. This is very quick progress from Loud.
Poison's off.
Sadak able to slip back away. I mean, plenty of time to work with, and they've drawn out the pit, so basically removing A in terms of options.
It's a beautiful play from them there.
But they did obviously read the presence outside mound at the start of the round. 4 members of Loud looking to apply a little pressure towards C now. Lockdown going to be the one to open things up. Now, does this play Sadak in the lurk? You see he's already slipping through towards B. What
Yeah.
damage can he do, Lauren?
Love to see what Sadak can achieve here. Trying to cut through that B side. RB seemed aware of the possibility, but still going to lose his life to it. Sadak making wonderful impact already, catching him out. Off the back of that lockdown, forcing them deeper. Now that does facilitate the plant too. Nightfall going to come down. Buzz going to step back towards the site. The first man forward tries to clear through on that spike. Allow that chance of a defuse to even be had, but there's still so many bodies behind this. Still got that showstopper on Aspas. Zest has to be impactful to say the least, and actually that's not bad for the C's!
The C's!
The combo work coming out is out of this world! Stack's doing marvelously. Oh, and he just wants to add to it. Insult to injury.
Undeniable impact, time and time again.
Look at it, there's no escaping him. Beautiful.
Showstopper for Aspas. They
Way we
need a
go.
response, they need it now.
Buzz, similar routine, right? Takes that space, plays a little bit closer towards that corner on this, but he does have support as well. Gonna probably post up Marco, then fall away. We've seen this, right? We know this routine. Now it's RB, who went above and beyond on that Nightfall that came down not too long ago, but this time obviously not the case.
DRX are reading this perfectly though.
They're
Look
already
at,
here.
look at the pings coming through. They've already sent 2 extra players across towards this site.
But RB's down so low. This time he's probably not going to be able to get the miracles here. He's down on what? Sub 30 HP. They're going to go for the double pump.
Loud are forced into an audible call with only 60 seconds left here. No information towards Rubble.
Has Marco got another smoke? Yes, he does.
No paranoia for him though.
It's true, and he is alone. But has Loud identified this? Well, now they know. Marco, does he stick around here? Oh, dearie me, he's got to try and get away from this one. Aspas trying to catch him on the back of the TP. He's going to try and hunt him down. He can't
doesn't get it.
He stays alive. On a lovely amount of HP, he gets to slip away to the back of the site and now put the problem back with Loud. They got 38 seconds and they got to make it towards the site. They need to get that spike planted. Now the support's here though. Now there's other bodies coming through this time, but Sadak takes one away. Stack's now removed and Zest on a run. Loud are back in this round. 25 seconds really to play with and the B site might be theirs. This could be the ideal. They've even got Les posted up in a lovely position. Going to keep those 2 humble towards A.
Spike planted.
Does he get found? Buzz considering it but not finding him. And Les can play this out perfectly. Play patient, play calm. These 3, I think they need the weapons.
Yeah, DRX want nothing to do with this at all. You can see time and time again the game plan from DRX is to deny the spike even going down. A couple times comfortable with the lockdown, maybe the showstopper, another catalyst in terms of how they can approach
Hello.
retakes here. Hello.
That's not my teammate.
Mark on 9 HP as well.
It's just a gentleman's agreement to not go back
Yeah,
clouds.
yeah.
Ooh, hopefully no one saw it.
I think Les knows that he was low HP, so I'll let you go. Haven't had to overcome this just yet.
It's a little bizarre, but maybe Buzz has something for us here. Forced away, has to respect the smoke. Loud's protocol list will at least address those early potential picks that he could have been going for. Secondary angle now needs to be worked with. If you look across the map, Loud aren't just working that C site, they're looking elsewhere as well. They're trying to maybe keep check on what the likes of Marco have been up to, right? Like trying to keep track of the entire map, which is easier said than done, but a slow creep forward. Zest will be seen. Sadak is extremely close by. A bit of an awakening for Zest there, has to be careful. They've crept very close.
And actually, Spike's coming across this direction as well. I think Loud poised to make a move just yet. At least there was a window of opportunity. This Cowanzine, Spike in hand, will retreat. But now you're concerned because late round, they're creeping towards the site that Buzz has this operator and has that utility to slow things down as well in the choke point.
Okay, Buzz. First.
Well, it's revealed now. They can just look to punish.
Yeah, Buzz is screwed here. But he's still trying to buy a bit of time. Aspas going to remove him with that pain shell. RB now has to take up that mantle. 25 seconds though. Loud running it late, and RB back to business. But look at the pivot coming out, taking that spike over towards the B side, depending a little on the progress made from the likes of Sadak and Cowanzine, and it's worked. Deep utility going to stop DRX from getting back towards the site as the plant is going to come in. A 3v4 now. Tough to clear, but Marco up for the fight. He's going to lose
Hang
it.
on.
DRX clearing through though. Sadak, Cowanzine, and 2, he's full. It's all on Aspas. 21 HP. Position noted. How does he try and navigate any of this?
They can come off with the wall here. It's just come back up.
Satchel out.
That satchel could kill Zest.
It genuinely could.
Trying to slow play this, not
7
taking the bait
bullets.
on the first tap.
He's got 7 bullets. It's another fake. Oh, it's a great shot.
He's got
Big
the paint
shell.
What? Basically pull the entirety
Everyone.
of DRX in that direction. Then Cowanzine finds a kill onto Stacks as well on top of that.
Look at this. Bloody
That is
hell.
ridiculous from RB.
RB has actually been such a one away for a couple of the olds, 3 for Buzz on this one, but it's going to be a brawl again. That bloodbath that we've seen before, but this time too, he's falls. Buzz is going to find him first. He's got Marco by his side, and they're just going in. They want this one done, but Loud disagrees. Stacks doubles down.
It's a 1v1.
Of course it is, and look who's alive. It's Aspas, the hero of Loud, up against RB, the unsung hero of DRX. And monstrous players.
And the crowd
Loud
want it.
believes. RB, can he answer their call? That gun is glowing for a reason. Aspas nasty so far. But RB creeping closer. Patient play. RB has so much to check, so much to work through, but he's just going to gamble it at one point. Full HP, creeping closer on the corner. Aspas steps away now, spots the shoulder. RB's got to get a move on here, and the fight's his!
Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, Stacks.
Which historically, I gotta say, you don't often see, especially across the map pool.
Ow.
Thank you.
They couldn't do it, and it's opened up chance, because look at the buy coming out for DRX. We've
Yeah.
got Bulldogs, we've got Guardians. This ain't pretty. This could have been a mistake of Fumble, but what is this little setup here? DRX, hold on. They're going proactive again, but it's going to be punished. 2-E's takes down Buzz. Calling for 12 now. Loud want to take this to OT, and DRX sweating in this one now. A couple of ults to play with. One player.
That's so awkward as well. Zest was
The audio.
looking for Sadak there. He was looking to dig out the lurk, but forced back now, pit invested.
Okay, but can they find Zest though? Can he slip away? Does he get to keep his life? He's been found. He has to respect this. You already hear the showstopper pop, but he doesn't find its target. Zest still stands. Spike's on the site though, taken so low. Zest is making this a problem. The support is here. Stacks, he's going to take down 2. He's a trade. Comes in, 2 standing Loud, and ripping them apart. It's just Marco and Zest. Make it just Zest. After all of that, can one man save them? They're on the run. He dips back through. He didn't expect it. 12-12, we go back in. perhaps a moment of respite, but barely, because look at this. The amount
Loud are
of
feeling
space.
themselves now. Look at this.
Yeah, they want to make it hurt. Hand around the throat. DRX
4
on the
members
other
of
side.
DRX.
Another smoke goes in. Relax. We're good. Ish. Now we might not be good. Aspas tempted. Oh, he's gone down. Great find from Zest. But Tui's still here. DRX finding them. They can barely see him.
Look how deep that pick comes on to see. It's in the choke point.
They've got to work it now. RB giving them another huge chance here. Backfilled by Sadek though quite quickly, but he's ahead of the util. So he slows down the pace. He wants to be a little unnoted. Does he get away with it this time? A fair fight. He wins it. Sadek goes down. The cross going to be watching. Cowanzine falls. Buzz flies in. Finds Cowanzine. And now it's just Tui's.
A 1v5. First round of overtime. Going to be given the first RB will fall. What can he get done here? Paranoia available. 3 seconds off a smoke.
Jump spot still there. Notes the position. Zest's going to be buying the time. He's got his TP if he wants to use it. Can he draw him into a fight? There it is, takes it. Now they're paranoid. They all
think he's
turn
gone on top.
attention. They have no idea. He's gotten closer. But look at that late positioning from Buzz. That should be the death of it, surely. Tui's can't predict this, and to try and clear that would be almost murderous. And yeah, exactly.
That wasn't a jump peak, yeah, less punished. Trying to find some information. RB once again the hero, though, for DRX.
You talk about the kind of impact alone he is world from him. Stunning. But again, job ain't done. We go again. Can Loud match? Or is it map 1 done? Sadek trying to test, trying to show a little strength here, but all of the intent from Loud is towards C. 4 players. A lot to do. And the man of the hour on the other side, RB. Utility tested and cleared early, above a minute.
Are we not necessarily feeling the heat towards site just yet? Have 2 teammates coming in. Back through Waterfall, but Loud already here, trying to capitalize on a window of opportunity on the other side of the map. Buzz will be coming across to support Marco in this A-site hold, but is less rewarded for digging into this lurk now.
One can wait on this as well. There's 2 players being kept here, but Les is going to hear all this. You can see it walking, trying to relay that perfect. There he is. There's the reward. The Spike's trying to pivot through towards B, though. Now caught in towards the connector. It's a problem. Loud going to be catching him the way back through. Stacks actually going to catch him on the heels. Hold on. So he went a little bit above and beyond on that one. Needed to calm down a touch. Buzz now and Zest in a 2v3. Make it a 1v2. Zest, where are you? And what can you do about this one?
Got a snake bite to play with, but now with the Nightfall in hand, 20 seconds away from a reveal as well. This one feels undoable for Zest.
Face your fear!
Early investment.
Very early. Going to highlight these, not at least towards heaven just yet.
Screen down.
Smoke going to go in. You can already see the pings on the Spike. They want to keep track of that one. There's snake bite. Can he get a freebie? Nothing connecting. Sees, brings him down. Decay is there, dragged through. The first tap. He needs a fair fight. He needs 1. And Loud ain't going to...
No. Mistake 1. It's unlucky for Stacks as well. He just can't pin down the second player on that transition towards A. Out of it.
Okay, gonna show presence. Similar on the other side. Near on mirrored, but...
Yeah, fairly standard. It's the 3-2 setup showing presence. Denying this, I guess, early opportunity from DRX to progress towards either side. Tui's on a deeper position this time around, though.
Well, Paranoia should bail him out, but they can creep quite close. Prowler goes through. And now with the Paranoia dropping, the paint shot to follow. Actually, could have been an issue there. It wasn't in the end. Did a little bit of chip damage, but not enough to write home about.
Could be a red herring, though, that the Seas didn't catch anybody that's deep off this choke point, because straight away, 2 members allowed cross towards B site. Still with utility to clear out these very early positions. Tui's forced even deeper now.
Loud are really hesitant to commit further bodies to this, which, I mean, we have seen a lot of pivots through towards that B site here, but still, to not address that. And now the B pivot, of course. Now. Yeah, this feels a little mistimed from Loud on that. A misread and an opportunity for DRX. They'll take that with both hands. That's a plant coming in, but a 5v5 on the B site is brutal. Now retake unpleasant. Look at the deep positioning coming out as well. Throw your mind towards Zest. Throw your mind towards the deeper positionings from RB. And it leaves your forward men to try and just deal with that brunt that's going to come through.
Absolutely right. Zest still actually has this crossfire with Marco. Stack's putting a ton of pressure and punished on the first.
Huge.
That's less, all finding kills.
Yeah, that's back-to-back work here. Lau going to clear through those first bodies, those close holds, and then Zest is found. It removes all threat. RB held too far away, and I think Lau might have just broken this one. They found what they needed. RB's gone down, Diffuse is on the way. They just absolutely
Kawanzine comes late and cleans up Zest.
Oh, that catch.
Yeah, Stack's just a pixel out of place. And that's the catalyst.
Get pacey off the start. Buzz going to get himself into the thick of things. Not alone, but Marco's going to have to make his mind up here. He's in a little bit of danger. Taken down quite low here, and Sadek looking to maybe catch, but he's not going to. Early progress towards B, and also a little bit of presence towards Mound, but Aspas is the one I'm looking towards. Always a threat in this, and Zest's got to be ready.
Toxins going up.
And now with the alarm bot dealt with, Tui's almost spamming him off the angle there, Zest. Not necessarily going to be rewarded for a play like that, especially as he's the only member of DRX to hold down towards B. Now probing on the orb retrieval. They're going to try and funnel them towards Aspas for that showstopper.
Just waiting out a second longer.
This is a little different though. It's very late for Kawanzine to be on that side of the map towards Rubble and for a Prowler out.
Wait and see when he does this. There it is, just gone now at 40 seconds. And you can see actually the cause and effect. Stax leans back down towards CT, leaves RB on an island. This might have been the adjustment they were looking for, but RB is still standing. You don't get in towards his side, finally falls. Sadek takes his scalp, and now Loud bulldozing through the side, but Stax wants in. Can this man be the difference maker? No less has his number red, and it's Buzz and Marco. As Loud doing everything required of them. A 2v4. That's the first. Second, not going to be so easy. Les needs to be careful. Sadek will seal it. Now Buzz with it all to do. A 1v2 now after a 1v3. Quickly tries to get ahead to Sadek. Not going to happen. Loud